What's going on, guys? It's Joe with Endo Daily, and I've got another little goodie from in the mail today. And I'm going to do a quick unboxing with this, very brief overview. And then once I get some hours on this, I'll come back and do a full review of, how everything looks and how it's working out. So, as you can see, this is coming from Fenix Lighting. I finally decided on a new flashlight, got it ordered, came a day earlier than expected, so that's always exciting. But let's go ahead and get this open, and we'll do a quick pocket dump today real quick as well. So I've got my new Boker trapper. Been carrying this pretty frequently since I got it from Smoky Mountain Knife Works, I guess 2 weeks ago now. And this thing is awesome. I keep this the clip point blade as the main cutting blade for whatever tasks throughout the day, and I've been using the spade blade as food processing. Not even really food processing, but as the food blade for cutting any type of stuff like that. So I've been trying to keep those as those specific uses, and this thing has been awesome and worked out great. Sometimes I'll carry it in the pocket just normal. Other times I'll use the leather belt sheath, excuse me, that I got with it as well. But overall, this thing is awesome. So we got that. We've got the Through Night Archer Pro S, which, sorry buddy, is getting replaced today, and this thing is still awesome. Still enjoy it. I like that the pocket clip is broken in now and not so tight and stiff. Then we've got wallet, still the same, Travax Armored Summit. This not in my pocket, but it's been sitting out here. I've used a couple times. Was a gift from my brother. And this was just the Work Sharp pocket sharpener, travel sharpener, and this thing works pretty cool. It's got the switch over here to let the my brain is going blank. Basically, keep it stiff or let it roll with the curve to kind of take more material off the blade to sharpen. Got the rods here. Got a spot to sharpen your tools and fish hooks on this side. And then a little lanyard loop down here. So this thing's pretty cool. I've used it to kind of touch up my trapper and the Kaiser Drop Bear Fix that I got. Nice and easy to have. Throw it in my backpack. It's been out here on my workbench for now, but I'm gonna throw this in with my bag with my pocket pouch stuff as well. So there's that. Casio World Time for my watch. This has kind of been one of my staple watches, so that's what I got on today. And something I've never really thrown in, but my sunglasses. These are the Hurley, what's that? Hurley New Schoolers. These are pretty nice. I like them a lot. Polarized, and I picked these up for about $50 a while ago. These replaced my Oakley Holbrooks, which unfortunately fell out of my shirt one day last fall and ended up in the leaf burn pile. So those got half torched, and these were the replacements because I couldn't convince myself to spend another $200 on those sunglasses. So ended up finding these, very similar frame, build, everything style, for less than like a quarter of the price. So these are pretty sweet. I've enjoyed these. Might get another pair of these as well. But yeah, so Hurley New Schoolers. But let's get into the actual unboxing or opening. So like I said, this came a day early, so I'm really excited to get this opened up. And there it is. This is the Fenix PD25R rechargeable flashlight. So this has been in the running for my new light for, probably a few months now, if not longer, 6-7 months. This was one that was recommended to me in one of my last videos, or video several months ago, when I said I was looking for a new light. This one, as well as another brand that I looked at quite a bit, but ultimately decided on Fenix. A quick little, and I may have mentioned this before in past videos, but the reason I go with Fenix and why I like Fenix is because a lot, not all of them, because now there are some, but most of their lights do not have magnetic parts to them. And because of medical devices that are in my house, I will not and do not have any type of magnetic material, knives, gear, anything. No magnets in my house. So Olight was kind of out for me after that because 99% of the stuff is all magnetic charging, magnetic base. That's why I ended up going with my Fenix. Let me grab this out. My Fenix E35 for my big camping light, because there's no magnetic base on them, no magnetic charging, none of that stuff. So that's the big selling point for me when it comes to flashlight is will not have anything magnetic on them. So that kind of ruled out most of pretty much all of Olight minus their like i3T that I've gone on and on about. So that's a little bit about why I chose the Fenix. And this one has held up great. It's been very trustworthy, very reliable. I don't know, it's been great. So I haven't had any issues with any Fenix brands, and that's why I went with this one. So go ahead and get this opened up, check it out. We can look at a couple of specs, but to be honest, I always got kind of bored looking at the specs in videos. But if you wanted to, 800 lumens, 250 meters maximum beam distance, 800 milliamp hour battery included. So 5-year warranty, Type-C charging, tail switch, and the side switch to go through the mode. So that's the most I'm going to go into the box specs on this thing. So let's see what we got. If I can get this open. Come on, Joseph. There we go. All right. Just going to go ahead and shred the box open, I guess. Here we go. And there it is. Wow, that's a good size. I like that. It's very comparable to the Through Night Arch Pro. It's actually the exact same length. That is perfect because I love the size of this one. So let's get this pulled out. Let's see. Oh, gotta remove the spot from the battery first. Yeah, this is like a beautiful, perfect size. I mean, side by side with Through Night Arch Pro S, I mean, that is damn near identical. This one might be is definitely a little bit bigger round, a little bit more diameter, but as far as I mean, it doesn't really change the grip at all. The Through Night has a little bit deeper pocket clip, but that's not a deal breaker for me by any means. I mean, if that's all that's sticking out of my pocket, I'm down with that. That's fine. So, yeah, this is great. This is good size, fresh out of the box. I mean, it's good in the hand. Let's get that cover off the battery. Yep, there we go. And there's the battery. It's a 16340. Don't know a whole lot about all the different types of batteries, so I'm not going to pretend I do know. But I've read all the reviews I saw on this said that it's a good battery, so I'm going to take their word for it. That's about it. So hopefully this is charged up a little bit. Oh, yeah, it is. So I think straight into it goes into, oh, it even came with a pouch. Didn't realize that. That's nice. That looks like the turbo mode. Yep. There's the eco mode. Low, medium, high, mega bright, as I like to call it. And then I think long press is just constant on. Okay. What's it? Double. Shoot, now I forget. I'll have to look through and see what, look at the quick start guide on it, see what we got. But I know like one of the presses gets you to the strobe mode, which I really don't use a whole lot. It's not like I'm being attacked or need to be signaled for help, but it is good that it has that strobe mode on it. So some other options. And then obviously got the charging cable, a couple extra rings, and then a little lanyard loop. But I didn't realize it came with this. I don't think I would ever use the sheath for it, but maybe if I took the pocket clip off and threw that on my belt, that's an option. It's not too bad. I might be able to throw that on the belt. But yeah, right out of the box, this thing looks great. Again, there it is next to the Archer Through Night Archer Pro S. Very, very similar. I mean, like I said, almost identical in size. The Fenix is just a little bit bigger in diameter. Here it is next to the Fenix E35. Let's get all this trash out of the way. Next to the Fenix E35, we'll throw it next to an i5T from Olight. And then next to the i3T, obviously much bigger than the i3T, and the Through Night Archer Mini. So a little bit of comparisons there for you. Olight i5T, Through Night Archer Mini, Olight i3T, the Fenix E35, and Archer Pro S. So a good, wouldn't even say medium size, but a perfect EDC size light for sure. So that's it. That's kind of the review right out of the box. And then obviously just twist the middle piece to expose the charging port. Good there. And I like the tail switch. I like the tail switch with the side switch to go through the modes. So I like having that tail switch because I think should be able to, okay, yeah, it goes right back to the setting it was at before. So I like that I can still use the tail switch on it and leave it in what mode I would normally use, which for me, most of what I'm doing, I would say the low or medium mode is about all I need. So there is the Fenix PD25R. Again, I'm going to do a little more in-depth review once I get some hours and some more pocket time in this thing. But right out of the box, I really like this a lot. Clip feels not super tight, so that should be good. Hopefully it rides in the jeans well. And like I said, once I get a few more hours and a little bit more time carrying this, we'll come back with a better review or a more in-depth review once we see how it rides and once we see how it works. So that is it for now. I appreciate y'all watching, and I will see you in the next one.